What is up, guys? We have just hit 500 subscribers. Okay, yeah, I know for a lot of you guys you're like, that's like not that many. I'm just at a measly 500, but you know what? I like to celebrate the small wins. So, in celebration, and I do apologize if you guys hear like a lot of wind noise. Maybe I'm stupid and I kept my microphone on. It's probably pretty windy. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right, that's probably a lot better. Okay, so there's one thing I wanted to kind of go over in this video with you guys. Is first of all, thank you very much for subscribing to me. I really appreciate all the new subscribers. This channel's actually been growing recently a lot faster than I thought it would. Right now I generally get about 100 subscribers a month. It's definitely up from getting about like 20 to 30 subscribers a month. So we're growing, which is awesome, and growth is always great. And I really do appreciate that to you guys for enjoying the channel, enjoying the content that I release. And in doing so, I kind of want to give back a little bit. Give is such a generous term. Not really give, but I would like a chance for you guys to kind of be a part of what I'm doing here. So because we've hit 500 subscribers, I've always wanted to name my car. Just never really could think up of a good name for her. Yes, she's a she. I don't know, most names that I've ever thought up just end up just sounding really lame, and I just never really caught on to it. So I'm gonna recruit you guys and help me think of a name. Now there's a few caveats. Obviously, if you guys all vote on like Miss Poopy Pants or something, I'm not gonna name my car Miss Poopy Pants. It's just not gonna happen. Essentially, only serious suggestions will be taken. If you guys want, please just put your suggestion in the comments below. If you see a name that someone has commented that you like, please just be like, I like this, or just hit like on it. And that way I'll just count them all up and I'll see which one is the most popular, you know. And if it's not something stupid like Miss Poopy Pants, we will name the car that name. And in doing so, I'm probably gonna actually get a vinyl sticker printed of that name, and we'll put that somewhere on the car. That for me is actually pretty exciting, and I really wanted to share that with you guys, and I wanted you guys to kind of be more involved with that process. So another thing I just wanted to talk to you guys today about in this video is why I chose the BRZ. That's something that I never really actually talked about with you guys, and there's so many options out there. You know, for a car that is under $30,000, you've got, you know, Honda Civic Si, you have the GTI, the Volkswagen GTI, we have a 350Z, we've got Mustangs, you can get a Camaro, you know, Ford Fiesta, Ford Focus, ST versions obviously, Mazda Speed 3, there's a lot of Mazda Miata, you know, a lot of great cars out there. Why did I choose the BRZ? And a lot of that, honestly, is just the fact that when the BRZ came out, it really spoke to me, first of all, in design. And the BRZ for me was stunning. The concept drawings of this car were fantastic. Screamed like sleek sports car to me without it being like cheap or super ricey. So the BRZ really kind of screamed that like, hey, like mod me, customize me, make me into what you want it to be. And that for me was super important, because for me a car is an extension of me, and I viewed this kind of as my own art project. And I'm actually a very introverted person, so being able to do something like this that really stands out and kind of screams for attention for me was really important, and it kind of helps me gain confidence and, you know, show people who I am without actually just like talking to them, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, this car, so the really high customizability, the fact that the car looks great stock, those are already really important things. And then I kept hearing about how the engineering in this car was like amazing, and how this car was meant to be like thrown into corners and you could drift super easily, and it handled better than, you know, most cars out there that claimed a lot of the same things, like, you know, great driving experience, great handling, all that. You know, like the GTI, I think is actually rated as one of the best handling front wheel drive cars, and that's great. And for a while I actually almost kind of wanted one, but I wanted a rear wheel drive car, which this was, and that was really, and that already I was like, great, rear wheel drive. it was gonna be a Subaru, and I was like, I love Subaru. My friend has a WRX. I've always wanted a WRX. Hopefully I'll get one in the future. The fact that the car was just so low to the ground, and just really like, especially when I test drove it last year, God, that was like one of the best feelings ever. Like, as soon as I started driving the car, I fell in love with it. And that to me is why I really went with this car. Honestly, with the amount of money that I spent in this car and the amount of money that I spent on the car just to buy it, I probably could have had like an M3. I could have had a 350 GT Mustang. But it wasn't about that. It wasn't about the power. It wasn't about how fast I can go in a straight line. It was about that connectivity, and Mustangs don't, most American cars don't do that for me. I've driven plenty of Mustangs, I've driven Camaros, and they're fun going straight, but I still felt like I was driving a boat. I didn't feel connected with the car. With the BRZ, it's nothing but a connection, and that for me is like super, super important, and I just fell in love with it. Well, with this car, I researched for years. I think I spent because the car came out in 2012, right? Yeah, car came out in 2012. Am I right? No, I think I'm wrong. Car's been out for like 4 years, right? Yeah, 2013. Okay, so yeah, car came out 2012 with the 2013 model, and I basically saved up as much money as I could. I waited until, June of last year, and I dropped 25 grand. This car is completely paid off. I had this car paid off within 4 to 5 months of me after driving it off the dealership lot. And that's a big reason why I'm doing all these mods. I would never mod something that I personally don't own. Paying off this car, that's why you saw like the performance mods, going with the supercharger and doing all that crazy stuff. And I still have my stock parts just in case, but to be perfectly honest, I don't think I'll ever get rid of this car unless I absolutely have to. I feel a connection and a love for cars that I haven't had basically in a long time, and this car really did that for me. So that's honestly just the big reason why I chose the BRZ. Connection with the road, rear wheel drive, customizability, it already looks good. I don't care that it wasn't. Driving this with the supercharger for the last few months, I don't really need it. So that's why I'm selling it to AJ. Like, Boost is fun, so don't get me wrong, I'm probably gonna stay in the boosted life afterwards, but for now, once I sell the kit to AJ, I'm not gonna go boosted for probably another year or two. I'll probably stay naturally aspirated, take it to the track, because that's what I want to do. I actually want to, work on my driver mod, take it to the track, learn how to handle this car a little bit better while it's naturally aspirated, and then I'll probably end up turboing it. I'll save up. I'm thinking the SBD kit, but there are other options out there like the full-blown turbo or the Evo Turbo, which they're all great options and good and reliable as long as you get a good tune. That's the key. But for now, I'm gonna enjoy the car as is. I do enjoy the car supercharged, but it's not really something that I find I need. And people are gonna say I'm gonna miss boost, and that's probably true, but different avenue. I'm gonna put a turbo in it eventually. I think I like the turbo a lot better. But yeah, guys, thanks for sticking around. And remember, go ahead in the comments, put a suggestion for what you would like the car to be named, and then I'll do it. And I think it'll be really cool, and it will be something that the community came together and picked for the car. Go ahead and do that, put it in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you have subscribed, I really do appreciate it, and I hope you guys stick around for more videos. I will see you guys on the next one.